I ever see with a smile so bright. Hey, and just yesterday, you came around my way. Bring my horse in a way with your astonishing beauty. Oh, you couldn't make a brother sing. No ordinary thing, a supernatural being. And no, you are brighter than the moon, brighter than the star. I love you just the way you are. And you are my African queen. The girl of my dreams. And you remind me of a thing, and that is the African beauty. Hey, yeah. Oh, you are my African queen. Oh, life. Out of a million, you stand as one day, I'm standing one. To you. And what I see is paradise. You captivated my soul. Now every day I want you more. I cannot deny this feeling I'm feeling inside. But what I can't this fact I cannot erase. And no, you are the one that makes me smile. Make me float like a boat upon the Nile. Girl, you are my African queen, the girl of my dreams. You take me where I never been. You make my heart go ding-a-ling-a-ling. Yeah, you are my African queen, the girl of my dreams. And me of a thing, and that is the African.
Boy, sorry, I had to put it on the stream because, like, the lady that was explaining the traditional marital status of how a Nigerian most probably have to put up with certain things. But what I really want to show is the breakdown of how this man break this woman down. Not only has she looked like she was going through stuff for a very long time, not just now. I didn't even know about her before she came on Young Famous and Young. I keep saying rich, but rich famous. He embarrassed her on that same show a few times. Not only that, the cast was calling her out um, about his behavior, marital behavior. She was always defending him really hard, really hard. Annie really defended him, but it looked like I said, it looks like it's been broken down for a while because the video I put up when he said that his when he gave the divorce announcement, when he said that how his account wasn't hacked, which I thought was the ultimate slap in the face. You know, it sort of gives me weight to exhale. You know, when Angela Bassett goes to the divorce court and then she sees the man sitting with the other woman, and then he says, I'm not leaving you nothing. And then she goes and she burns his clothes, she burns the car, she burns everything. And but in this case, I say Annie's broken down. I mean, I could be over dramatical in it per se, but he broke her down. She raised beautiful children. Her daughter is very well spoken. Right, the daughter actually looks like her mum a lot, and um to Baba is was really he knows how to get around her and and he married her so young. The first thing is he married her so young. I really want to find there's one video that I did also find on him which explains. Oh, someone coming here. Oh my word! Hold on a minute. Yeah, so he got her at a very young age. It seemed like what you call it? It seemed like she gave him her all and herself, and it's just quite sad, really. I'm trying to find the one I found yesterday. I mean, but it's a sign of, whether it's a sign of obsession or whatever. I'm going to put up the one that I discovered yesterday of their breakdown of the marriage, or which they called an obsession. Hold on, let me get to the point, because this lady, right, the signs is all there. I want to show you one of the embarrassments that she went through. I think there's embarrassment that she went through on one of the shows, High Passion, and it just shows you how this man treats her. I mean, there's one thing to treat a one. Hold on, okay, let me see. They call it signs of obsession, but I don't know. Could we really call it signs of obsession, or is it because like he caught her at a young age, a young time? You know, when a man catches a person when they're young, when they're in their prime, you know, what do you call it? They mold the mind to suit them, and maybe she's very in love with him. I can say she's very in love with him because she always says, she always speaks about he's her all, he's her everything, he's her life, he's her world, he's her, But anyway, there's a part in one of these in the program. I want to see if I can show it, where he's quite rude. Oh, another one. Hold on. And then she's so disgusted when she gets up from the table. I think it's been ongoing. I don't even think it happened this time neither. I think it's been ongoing with her, to be honest, from my point of view. Let me see.
Keep my marriage because you guys are busy hoping or praying that something is wrong with my marriage, and you just want me to tell you, oh, innocent messed up.
It's no secret that Annie and Innocent's relationship is far from perfect and has been very turbulent since the singer found Faye. From cheating back to back on her to having 5 other children from 2 baby mamas.
Cheating back to back on her. Cheating back to back. She ain't even cut a break. You know what I'm saying? She ain't cut a break. It's crazy. When he first came out with African Queen, I did not know about Annie, right? Because I for one used to love the song. You know, when you're in the I was still part of the conscious community. These were one of the songs that I liked, and because of what 2Baba stand for. But 2Baba is just like, it could have had some morals. I mean, it's like Fela Kuti. Was it Fela Kuti? At least Fela Kuti married all of his wives, all of the women that he was with. At least like he had that. I give, like, you know what I mean? I mean, because some of these musicians, they say that they follow in the footsteps of the legendaries and the legendary artists, and the fact that he cheated on her so many times, I think I would have left him for a long time. I don't care. even though in Nigeria it's a big shame for the woman to leave the man. She gets a lot of shame. She has a lot that she's got to do as a woman in Nigeria. This is traditionally, especially as a traditional Nigerian woman. And I am going to play back the lady. Right? As a traditional Nigerian woman, they put up with a lot of stuff. Some of the Nigerian women are very outspoken. They don't take nothing from no man. And there's some that is very naive when they get into marriages and different things. And the lady that I did show previously, she explains all that because she explains the part of which the women play in Nigerian society, and where the men will bring their mistresses on them in the house per se. So Nollywood never lies. They'll bring the women on them and they will kick the woman out and they're putting their mistresses or whoever in the house, right? And he kind of reminded me of Flavor a little bit. But Flavor loves his children. I mean, most of these men, they look after their children very well. So I ain't even gonna bust them out for that. But the fact that how he did it back to back, then he comes on the show and he says this rubbish. Hold on a minute.
It sure has been a hell of a ride. We all thought that after 9 years of marriage, the actress has gotten over the hurt and humiliation and built a near-perfect home with the African Queen crooner. But it turned out it was only a mirage. All hell broke loose in September of 2021 when the mother of two threatened to divorce the singer.
Hello, Enobia family. This is Annie. Family does not love me.
But just as the social media drama started, it all quieted suddenly, leaving fans guessing and wondering how they could make up. Finally, Annie spilled the tea while featuring on the reality TV show, where she implied not once but many times that love isn't what made her rethink and but something a lot stronger, such as obsession. Did you miss all the gists, mind-blowing scenes, shocking revelations? Well, sit back as we give you 11 reasons fans believe Annie has wholeheartedly signed up for till death do us part, and even in the afterlife, if possible.
Hello guys, it's Tico here for African Glitz.
2Baba is Annie's first love. Psychologists say that first love leaves an imprint in the sensory areas of the brain that cause people to experience addiction and obsess over their first love. This saying is absolutely synonymous with looking at Annie.
How she's looking at him. She's so in love with him. She really loves the man. She worships the ground. This man does no wrong to her. She will take up for him whatever breath in her body. She will take up for him. My thing is young love is very deep love, like sweet, like when somebody falls in love very young, I believe it's an unbreakable bond. It's one of those ones. She's just looking at him in awe. If you see how she's looking at his face and oh my gosh, look at this man. Look at this man, or I got this man. That's how she's thinking. You know what I'm saying? She's looking at him in awe.
In a mirror. The actress during the show confirmed that she met 2Baba, who she fondly calls Ino, when she was 15 years. He eventually became her first love, her first kiss, and her first everything.
It's my first crush, my first love, my first kiss, my first everything.
37-year-old Annie is now a grown woman and has yet to outgrow her first love. It still makes her blush like a teenager and acts like Juliet. Annie has also not been with any other man. It has always been 2Baba, and she confirmed in her vows that she could not live or breathe without him. Two-Face the legend and a trophy to be won. Annie and 2Baba had only been dating for a few months when he became an overnight superstar, courtesy of his 2006 hit song, African Queen. The innocent she used to know instantly became a hot cake among other women, and she immediately had so many rivals. Just like that, Annie fought to win over his heart House, but chose to stay
Oh,
due to his legendary powers and the value she placed on shortly worth winning.
wow.
Annie watched Baba become
Name up.
I stood by him, no friends, nothing. Women who want to prove their legitimate claim to their man. In the case of Annie, was a nobody and just starting a music career. Every extent anyone can think of Annie, reality TV show, she prides herself on being there through thick and thin, through the
Watch how fast it goes. Watch. Yeah, go on. Go about your business.
Break free with the new Opera GX.
Another one. Hurry up.
to mean she deserves to be his wife, not that there is fame and wealth. Sweet and sour fame is better than none for Annie. He have talent and a career of her own.
Yeah, you never
It's been on her to make her equally famous. Losing to Baba in the early years of their relationship would have meant losing her fame as well. As a result, the mother of two chalked up a lot of stuff to ensure she and Tubaba made it to the altar, and since they wedded, she has been making many sacrifices to keep their marital vows. While Annie claims it's all about love, which some people say comes with patience, sacrifice, and endurance, it appears Annie would rather be in a sweet and sour celebrity relationship to maintain her fame than have peace of mind without fame. Annie feels she can't do better than Tubaba with men. During her many interactions with other young, famous, and African entertainers in both seasons, Annie subtly gives viewers the impression that she feels she can never hit a better jackpot than Two-Face Libya if she exists in a relationship by jackpot. We mean a man of higher social.
Do you know how many billionaires is in Africa, is in Nigeria? He's not the only man in the world. Gosh, that sounds stuffy. He's not the only man in the world. He's not the only man in the world, Annie. He's not the only man in the world. You know how many million trillionaires? Don't even know. There is a lot of rich men in Africa. She goes to the right places, she'll meet. He's not. You can't. She right now is going through rehab right now. They said. I feel she just had. I think it's a breakdown that she went through. Tiwa Savage and another artist, because Tiwa Savage went through a divorce. She helped Annie into a hospital to hopefully like that she can talk it over or something, because even in one I still keep pausing it. Hold on.
Wealth and fame than the Afrobeat star. She's Christian. This may explain why she referred to him as a property. Also, when he publicly embarrassed her, Annie decided to look the other way, bury her head in the sand, remove herself from the situation, and
why was it always being about my relationship?
Two-Face knows Annie's mumu button like a book. Annie may not know her husband's mumu buttons, but he knows all of hers. One moment, Annie is crying about how badly Two-Face has treated her, and the next, Annie is melting in his arms over a surprise visit from him. We also see this play out when Two-Face composed a new song for her and sings it during their vow renewal ceremony in season 1 of the show. She admitted that Two-Face composing songs for her is one of her mumu buttons and one of the few things she loves about him. It's so convenient.
He knows what buttons to push. He knows her digits, mate. He is your, what's that thing for Superman? He is that. He's your kryptonite. And it's what bad when a man knows exactly how you work, exactly how you think. And I feel that he has broken her down to such a level. Like, it's like she will. It's like she will never. Maybe she might come back from it. Who knows? I'm gonna try find her daughter as well, because her daughter talks about this as well, and she talks about her parents' divorce. If I can find it real quick, because I also want to get back to the lady as well. All right, he knows her through and through. He knows her so well. She don't know his buttons. She don't know she don't know what his kryptonite is. And he feels like he needs many women to make him feel appreciated. So even if he has to go outside the marital bedroom to go and get what he needs to get, he will do it. And it's like, because he knows that she's not going anywhere. What you call it? He's not scared of losing her because she ain't going nowhere. So yeah. But let me go back to that lady, because she makes some great points. Hold on, let me go back to her. I have to rewind it back again a little bit because
go through school, go through high school, own money, because these are girls.
I just started the thing and there's already a break. Like, happened. Oh my goodness. Now it's playing up. Now I'm getting the play up thing now. And this puts me
Lagos streets and come and get my coin, so that if any man comes here to be telling me nonsense, baby girl, I can walk. I'm going to the airport. I'm going to Spain. I'm going to Brazil. I'm going to London. I'm going to Ibiza. I'm going to Greece. How about I'm not even going to marry any of you? Let me find a man that really loves me. The mentality has got to go. And I say that for my younger girls. If not, you're going to stick out here and be like your mama. And you know the sad part about it, baby? It's going to be worse for you. Why? Because life has moved on and the way that people are living has moved on. And that is what I'm trying to tell Annie, because Annie is directly showing her children what they should do. She's showing her sons how to behave badly. Yep, because you know what they'll do. And then showing your daughters that this is what she has to do to keep a man. You strong daughters. You're not raising decent gentlemen. That's what I'm trying to say. All of this is a horse and pony show. I don't have time for it. And I want to make it very clear. You see all these them too, Baba, all these celebrities, singers, they are talented. Like all of you. It's just that you don't have the platform that they have. Other than that, majority of them don't have sense. And then those that do, they capitalize on it to say, I am so and so. So you know what? I can do and be anything. And so little baby Annie of 16, hey, ho, ha, to Baba, hey, ha, ho. No, darling. You could have married somebody who is 500 times better than the man Tu Baba is. But you wanted to sit there because you wanted the lifestyle. And don't you just kind of sort of feel icky? Don't you kind of sort of feel cheap? Don't you kind of sort of feel really bad about yourself? He slept with another girl without any protection. She's had a baby, and whatever bodily fluid she has, he has come around and transferred it to you without you knowing. And you come out and you take the charity of a Chanel bag or a Birkin bag, and you think he loves you. A man that loves you could never treat you that way. A man that loves you will protect you. A man that loves you will defend you. A man that loves you would put himself in a position that he can never be in any kind of uncompromising situation. A man that loves you will show the love of you in front of the children, because children are half mom and dad, and they see how daddy behaves to mom, and they're helpless. They're so helpless. They're so beautiful. They're so innocent. And you know what happens? And I've said it before, especially with children, when mom parent wants to punish, who doesn't give presents to the children stand there. They don't stop loving the parents. They stop loving themselves. And now they have trauma. Now they have issues. And it's a matter of trigger. They go through school, go through high school, and one day at work, they just lose it. And they have to now open up this Pandora's box of bullshit that you guys created, and you couldn't have the simple decency to sort out, and now your children are suffering for it. And then you say, hey, me, and you just sound like an illiterate. You sound like an illiterate. We're in the era and the decade and the time of moving forward, and the marriages and the way that we treat each other, whether it's African, whether it's European, whether it's whatever, is a mutual respect of man and woman. Because think of the children. Then why do you have children? That's all that I say, because for me, I'm just for children first. So this horse and pony show, where I'm 55, going to be 56, I need my sleep. You're in my DMs. I'm a sister, I'm an auntie, I'm a friend, but I'm going to give you tough love, especially for Annie, who is completely bruised. She's bloody because people come and beg. The same two Babas family that does not in the streets.
Before you judge Annie, listen to this. 3 years ago, Facebook Premium Times, Annie Macaulay's brother attacks two Baba's mom, brother. 2021, September, stabbed him to death, Charles Idibia. This was on Idoma Voice newspaper. 2021, September, Linda Ikeji blog, two Baba's unusual silence while his younger brother exchanged words. 2021, September, Annie stabs Two-Face while asleep, locks doors against mother-in-law. 2021, September, you have no respect for your husband. Two-Face brother slams Annie Idibia. 2021, November, Tribune Online. I'm sorry I broke your heart.
And I see that a lot out here in these African streets. And I'm telling you, Mama, don't marry him. All this big wedding of 4 days, 5 days, introduction, hello, church, from there, come and eat this one, come and eat that one. It's all rubbish. It's rubbish. You know why? Let them both go for classes. What is my role as a wife? What is my role as a husband? You finish university, you have no sense. Because did you think that your qualifications is what you're going to need through life? Wrong answer. You need life skills. That's what you need to survive out here in these streets. You're 20 odd, you just might live for another 60 years. Your degree will only go so far. If you don't have the common sense to know how to deal with your family, how to deal with your in-laws, how to, above all else, that you are happy. The money will take you so far. And before you know it, what? You're going to be a single mom looking after children. All of a sudden now, the degree that you have studied, of which you did not practice, you are not working, you're at home. We're at home, we're at home, we thank God. Yes, now we thank God. Hey, help me greet her, God. Help me. It's all rubbish.
Would Martha come to the diary room?
Because this life is not guaranteed. And I'm telling it to the young ones. Girls, I am under the impression you want to get married because that is what you're told. You finish university, you get married, you come and do this stupid celebration for 25 days. You're in your husband's house and you don't know what to do. Find out who this bobo is that you're marrying. Find out what he likes. Find out what he doesn't like. More importantly, find out what you like, what you don't like. And Tifumi, what do you mean? Do you like people that smoke? Do you mind people that drink? Do you like to eat? Do you like to exercise? Does he like women that keep their figure? Because you know what? This relationship the rest of them, they're doing boost bass. Then they come out and wear a shoebi that matches each other. It is again what? It's rubbish. Yes, I'm coming hard. It's nonsense. It is nonsense. That generation, it doesn't work. There are more divorces than ever before in the African society because what happened is not working in your generation. It's not working. It's not working for you. So you have to go back to the drawing board. Dust off your degree. You get a job. Make sure that you have money. Make sure that you have savings. As you have a baby, test slow. Let me see what I'm working with the one child because he just might not make it. You know why? Because having a child, just come here, just scatter everything. Wait, hold on. I don't even have anything to use to scatter. A child, the one that the two of you were married and it was okay, you could go out, he could go out. A child will come and this is how they scatter everything. All of a sudden, you can't just get up and leave. Absolutely not. The baby has to be breastfed. The baby has to be taken care of. The baby, you have to change the nappies. The baby has been crying all night. So guess what? Your husband is irritated. Guess what? Your husband is irritated because you couldn't cook. But is he blind? Can he not see that you had this child to come and take care overnight? That's not his business. Then some of us will have C-section. Some of us will have trauma. Some of us will have what do you call it now? A postpartum, because you had the child, but all of a sudden your hormones have not really settled down. Nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about fertility struggles because you don't know what you got. So I strongly advise you that you go and find out whether you have fibroids, whether you have cysts, whether you have any fertility issues that you can handle now. Maybe you go and freeze 1 or 2 eggs for insurance, just in case. Don't buy the Chanel bag. Don't go and buy the Gucci sunglasses. Don't go and buy the Range Rover. And what boys? It's all what? It's all rubbish. Come over here and sort your life out. Your parents gave birth to you. Your parents paid on our school fees. That's it. The rest is on you. If not, you're going to end up being a laughing stock like who? Annie. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, hit the
And the thing in African society, right, they don't take things too lightly, you know what I mean? Right, they'll more or less call her mad. And it's true what she's saying. Because when I've spoken to some aunties in the past, the men say, yeah, well, whenever I'm ready, she has to be ready. That's how some African men look at certain stuff, and to be honest, yeah, right. When they have a man who's taking care of them and all that, but while he's taking care of them, sometimes he'll be outside doing other things. Like, I mean, it's sort of similar to Eat with Q situation, right? The marital status of a Nigerian woman is very deep. I mean, I'm hoping I can get some Nigerian audience which can confirm a few things because it is a thing that how when they got the name brand stuff and they can buy them anything, you know, it's seen as, oh, look, like I'm doing something, I'm it kind of thing. And in some cases, well, like right about now, the majority of them across the African countries are businesswomen of all types. You do actually see it in the program that Annie is in, and she is very nervous. She's shaking her head. People pick up on a few things in the show where, like, presenting herself, like in the video where he's hugging the lady where he's hugging the lady, which I feel he disrespected her. I really do. Where he disrespected her. This is a disrespect what he did to her. Let me go find it. It's a disrespect what he did to her in front of her face. You know, he hugged the woman, and he didn't hug her. He didn't hug her. He didn't hug her. He didn't hug her. He didn't like stand beside his woman. I mean, fair enough, right? He's in the middle of two women. He was actually there to perform at that woman's party. He was actually there to perform at the woman's party, but it's just his body language tells me that how they've been going through this for a long time. Annie wasn't presented properly. Nigerian women, Yoruba culture, have a lot of pride. They're very prideful people. The husbands will make sure, like she talks about the clothes. The clothes hold a lot of importance. The more expensive the cloth, the more the status. Now, being he who he is, he should have or he could have got her something to dress her for that occasion, right? Whatever the occasion was, right? Though he was there probably as a guest to sing, but it's just the body language, like what was going on in this particular shoot here. Is why I picked it.
Yo, my people, man, nobody have my account. Let me talk with someone.
This way confirmed that the account wasn't hacked, but he really did the
Where did God give this lady?
See, this lady.
Why Makun's ex-wife? They're trying to take a picture. And look the way Annie forced herself on Tubaba.
Yes.
It's Tubaba didn't really care. It's not giving courtier vibes. Look how Annie looks on.
He sort of didn't give he sort of hug her, but not hug her. You get a feeling of that how the union was already broken from that. That's why I said it seems like there was something else other going on. Obviously, right, we are not in their space to know. I mean, with all what was said by the headlines or what were her disagreements with the in-laws, because if you don't have a good foundation with the in-laws, when you become married to the man, it becomes an issue, right, in Yoruba culture. And right, so instead of he get her the Ashwabi or whatever she needed to be to dress to be for this occasion, she could have just worn a very nice gaily not gaily the headdress and attire should have been fine, but she just turned up. Then it's like she had to push her, like when he's hugging the woman, it's like she wanted to, like, you know, yeah, but I'm here kind of thing. And you can see there is a breakdown between them right there. I was like, wow, it's like this thing has been going on before. But when I put the video in context, when I found the context of this video, he was actually there to perform for the lady that he hugged. So that's not the lady he is, i.e., cheating with her with, right? But who knows? You know what I mean? I mean, like, you don't know. You know, people can be normal on the outside and then they're cheating on the inside. So you don't know. But it's just, you can tell by the body language something's off. So then one of the daughters spoke out, if I can find it. Let's hope it works. But she more talk about them. She talk about her mum's behavior. She talk about her mum's behavior on the show, mostly her daughter. Like, this is their daughter. We can put it up.
Her mom in these recent episodes of Young, Famous, and Africa reality TV show.
Just like both of them.
With everything she said here. Let me show you this.
How does it feel watching your parents on Young, Rich, and African? First of all, guys, it's Young, Famous, and African, not Young, Rich, and African. Second of all, I don't know. Like, when I watch it, I don't... Oh! Crap. When I watch it, I don't think of them as my parents. I think of them as, like, people I'm watching on the TV show. You feel me? Where's my concealer brush? I can't find it. Anyways, I don't think of them as my parents. I think of people I'm watching on a TV show. So when I'm watching it, I just disregard the fact that they're actually my parents because I don't want to be biased in any way. So if my mom does something that actually pisses me off in the show, I'm gonna be like, bro, like Annie is doing too much. You feel me? So
So I'm thinking she's the very outspoken daughter out of the children. Well, you know what I mean? So the fact that she said that how she'll tell her off for misbehaving. So I wondered when she misbehaved in both season 1 and season 2, she must have definitely told her, like, you know, come on, like, you know, come on, do better, you know.
I treat them like every other cast member. Like if someone's beefing with my mom and I know my mom's in the wrong, I'm not gonna be like, period. I'm gonna tell my mom, Mama, you are in the wrong here. Like, bruh. But it's all jokes, it's all bands, you know, like it's like, yeah, it's just funny. It's just funny. Do you like the way your parents were portrayed in Young Prince and African? No. Because I think the way, I don't think I've ever actually spoken about this in like the lights, but I think the way my parents are portrayed anywhere is just so wrong. And like whenever I try to back my parents up and be like, nah, that's not what happened, everyone's just like, how will you know? How are you a little child? How would you know? You're not in my family. Your knowledge is based off stuff that you see on freaking Safari.
I hate when it flicks like that. It's so annoying. Yeah. So basically, I like how this daughter talks. You know what I mean? Like, and it's true. Maybe when Tuba busted what he did on the season 1, I think, or season 1, she must have pulled him up. She must have pulled him up because he was definitely, doing too much for sure. So let's see. There is another lady that he went out with, but I'm trying to find the lady. You see, I could find her. Oh. Hold on a minute. Right, this is her in the hospital. It's flicked already.
Happened though. Few hours when two Babate announced say the marriage is over and he can't do video. Annie don't collapse. They don't rush and go hospital. They say make good Nigerians begin they pray for Annie. Say Annie talk and say she cannot face the public. She cannot face her family.
She's
where she wants start from. All her life, everything when she get, she use and take push to face. Man, when we say she know at the age of the two of the start of the past life, she not go fit face her. How she want waka? The shame. They say because of that one, it collapse by people. Hey!
She was 14, secondary school. Annie's mom used to work for Mobile at the. So the first man that Annie knew was Eno.
Annie and Two Faces matter. Not be today. Those people go way back. Annie's my very, very good friend. I just want to let the public know whatever is going on between those two. Their history. It don't take case. There's a lot of things happening in the background that the public is not privy to. And even when her sister came
Oh, why are you playing?
And physically removed her from the home. She found her way back there
Oh.
because of what people would say, because of, oh, this is how people view me. And no,
She was
it's better
ashamed.
for two people to go this way, figure it out.
Wetin come still be all this one? So this month of January, abeg come dey go. Things wey be say this month, like I no understand. E be like say some people no pray well for December 31st. Wey be say this month of January, wetin follow am, e too much. Baba God protect us o.
Oh, so she definitely had a breakdown then, for real. If she collapsed, she's been doing a lot then. She's been trying to keep, I think, afloat. And that's why Tiwa Savage and them took her to the hospital. So it makes sense. It's a shame. It's a shame. And to me, 14 is young. That's a very young age. So like I said, like he molded her to suit him. And, you know, she's young. I mean, I don't even approve of a 14-year-old marrying a young man. 14-year-old should be still in school. Oh, that's too much. That's too much. But yeah, I'm not even gonna brush over that 14-year-old part, okay? Because I heard that one very clearly. So, and you know me and that, and them underage things don't, you know. But in certain cultures, they think that they marry them young, so they can produce young. But that's not even good. I don't approve of that. I believe young girls should go to school and be successful. Marriage, they shouldn't marry at 14. That's too young. That's way too young. Way too young. I don't even, boy. That's just way young. That's crazy. So they're separated, which is a shame. And they look like they was inseparable at the same time. Her daughters is so pretty. Hold on, let me show you her daughters. Her daughter's pretty. Oh. Let me show you her daughters. Making them look bad in the public eye is not good at all. I think this is the one that was talking. If that's Annie, that's not Annie though, is it? Is that Annie? That's not Annie. Isabella. That's his daughter. That's Isabella. So it's Isabella that was talking on the live about how she feels about her parents being on the show and the behavior, and if she feels that they're behaving bad, she just tells them off. So that means that Annie kind of must have grew up with her children in a kind of a way. That's very weird. I don't even want to think about that for now, man, after the Nazire and stuff. Anyway, that's a whole nother subject. All right. So let me see. But yeah, I really do need to do the other. There was a live I was meant to do concerning the same subject, but I didn't do it. I don't know why. I think because I needed Celius. That's why. But yeah, to Baba, he's a womanizer, and he believes that how he should be. He said, I forgot what he said in the show. He says a lot in the show, and you're just looking at him like, right? So because you believe that you must sow your oats all over the place, and the woman should be all right. She should just sit there and just be okay. So like just take whatever. But unfortunately, I believe that, like the lady said, because Annie see her parents go through certain things, she believes that's how that she needs to go through this and be with her. Well, she probably wanted a longevity marriage. I need to talk to the married people, you know, that's the one. I think Dr. Amira. I don't know, any married people in the audience, tell me what you think of this, because he went out and he impregnated at least 5 women, I think. Is it 5 women? He did a lot. He impregnated a lot of women, put it that way, right? And she just smiled all the way through it. But literally, right, like you see her breaking down on the show. She's embarrassed, but then like he smiles. He knows what buttons to push. She breaks. She gives in. It's like, yeah, it's one of those, man. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get off and see you in the next one. I did, however, put their little marriage journey together when they were happy. You can see they were happy at times anyway, you know, but it's like, yeah. I feel sorry for women like this who literally give up their whole lives to be with the man, and the man goes and shits on them. And I'm just like, yeah, I just feel sorry for women like her who give up their life for men like this, and you know. But it's a shame she's not got other things to fall back on. She's never cheated on him. He's darn lucky, because if it was another type of woman, this will be a whole different story. And yeah, and he has broken her down a lot. That's what I feel. But that's just my personal opinion on it personally. But like I said, the culture, the Yoruba culture is very steeps in where the woman have her place as well. But like I said, the men will back them as well. But there's also another thing that how they think that how they can have other women outside, etc., etc. But it doesn't matter what part of the world you are. Men will cheat. Men will be men. Dogs, whatever you want to call them. It's a shame. But I know there is men that don't do this out here. So I'm going to just say it like this. There's men who's like him, like this, and there's men who's not, who's out there still with their women, coming home to their women, working hard, looking after the children. Heck, I even found a young couple, and they're young, and he's in love with the girl. You can just see he's just in love with her. They look into each other's eyes, and you just like, wow, that's love. So I don't know, maybe over the years there's been a breakdown, who knows, like, you know what I mean? But obviously the lady's in hospital right now, so let's hope that she recovers and comes out of this stronger than when she went into the marriage. Maybe I'm not going to say maybe she should take it easy or whatever. I think she needs time to heal. She's been with him for a long, I can't remember how many years, 9 years, I think they said 10 years, longer, 32 years, something like that. They've been together a long time, so it will take her time to get over this whole fiasco, you know what I'm saying? So with that said, I might come back and do more on this side of the waters as well, I think. But anyways, I'll see how I feel. But anyway, with that said, thank you, Passion Lisa, for coming through. And I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.